Briggs is his own worst enemy in this instance. Josh Briggs can't control the career of Yoshiki Inamura. Inamura's got big goals and dreams of his own. Maybe he didn't find the success he wanted alongside Josh Briggs. Briggs needs to adjust his own course, worry about number one. If he wants to call himself the man of mayhem, this is the perfect opportunity because things can get wild with the Culling involved.
Good advice there, Corey. I like that. Sound.
Inamura, of course, back in Japan. But we also know that his opponent tonight, that man, Shawn Spears, has said that Briggs' emotions are always high, that he's the one that pushes away everyone around him. Does Spears have a point, Graves? Does Briggs not appreciate things such as teammates? Is he better off alone?
This is a Lord of the Flies situation, and no one preys on the weak and wounded quite like Shawn Spears, all to enhance his own goal and the power that is the Culling. Briggs is in dangerous territory tonight if his head's not locked on.
Spears, a former North American champion. You do see the Culling all around the ring, that being Izzy Dame, Nico Vance, and Brooks Jensen, who his name was brought up last week because, of course, we know Book. Jensen, a former tag team partner of Josh Briggs. At one time, they were NXT UK tag team champions.
Yeah, but look at Brooks Jensen now. I mean, he's a different man. He's a man that has found himself through Shawn Spears. You know what I call Shawn Spears. He's the GPS. You just lock in the coordinates, and he will take you there, Victor. Even you.
Well, Spears are now trying to take Briggs into a dark place, trying to fire him up, trying to use his anger against him. But Briggs right now turning right around Graves and is throwing hands.
And right to the jaw of Shawn Spears. Make no mistake about it, Josh Briggs is a double tough human being. This guy made his bones fighting everywhere he's ever stepped foot, in bars, in back lots, in the independent scene, and made a lot of wreckage here in NXT.
And Briggs is someone you know quite well, dating back a number of years prior to him being in NXT.
Yeah, I've told the story a million times. The first night I met Josh Briggs, he actually competed on the independents against none other than Damian Priest and held his own, opened a lot of eyes, and he's right where he belongs now.
Well, Briggs trying to hold his own here against Shawn Spears on NXT. Spears, Briggs, going at it one-on-one. And look, Booker, we've heard what Shawn Spears has said. He said a lot of things about Josh Briggs, that he's unappreciative, that he's his own worst enemy. Booker, who's someone, if you go back to WCW, is maybe just better off alone?
I mean, only one name comes to mind, and that would be Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman was a true loose cannon. And if he went down, he would take you down with him. Just like that big shot right there.
You can say that again. And look, there's that emotions right now. And maybe this is good for Briggs. Maybe he needs to feed into the emotions. Maybe it'll bring out the best of him, who he has dedicated this match to his former partner, that being Inamura, here tonight. But Spears trying to turn things around, trying to out-muscle Briggs.
Let me ask you this, Book. After you and Stevie finished competing as Harlem Heat, how often did you worry about his career trajectory? How often did you dedicate your matches to your brother? Or were you focused on becoming world heavyweight champion?
I really couldn't think about my brother. I had to be locked in. I had to be laser focused. One thing about this business, if you're not thinking about number one, you're not thinking the right way. I always say it's a selfless business and a very selfish business at the same time. And trust me, I was very selfish.
All right, now Briggs rolling to the outside. He was looking for a big lariat. Spears eventually was able to roll out of the way. Well, let's get back to Spears and those comments about Briggs. Booker. Remember, Briggs, Fallon, they went their own way. Brooks followed suit. Brooks has always been a follower, and that's what was confusing to me about Shawn Spears' comments, because if you think back, Booker, even think about Kiana James, how Brooks was following her around.
It's going to come a time where Josh Briggs needs to just really take a good long look in the mirror, man. He's failed two partners, man. Sometimes it might just be you. Maybe that's it. Maybe, you know what? He needs to use this as fuel to get him to the next level.
Well, we can all agree right now that Spears has the family, Graves, hitting on all cylinders.
No doubt about it. The Culling has come together, gelled extremely well as a cohesive unit. Now Spears is teeing off on Briggs.
And when it comes to family, Booker, that leaves one to think, what does Shawn Spears think about everything going on with the D'Angelos?
You know what? He's loving it, man. He's loving it. The thing is, he may be the one that started the whole thing. Oh, beautiful there. Beautiful cover.
Well, Tony Stack Sunday at Battleground, but right now the Culling looking on, admiring all the work that Shawn Spears is doing in this matchup.
You got to respect the strategy of Shawn Spears. He plants the seed. He plants the seed in his victims and lets the seed grow, lets it blossom. And essentially, his opposition tends to destroy themselves or follow him.
Well, isn't that kind of low, though, for him to bring up Briggs' past, especially as it relates to Jensen?
What's his business about, Booker?
Checks, championships. That's what it's about, man. I'm talking about first-class treatment.
Oh, bam!
Champagne wishes. Oh, caviar dreams.
That was a big,
oh, yes.
That was a big splash from Briggs. And again, it's Spears who is trying to get Briggs' anger to work against him, but he could be looking for a massive choke slam.
To be fair, Booker, I don't know that Josh Briggs is the caviar type. Great counter by Shawn Spears.
You might be right.
Hey, whoa! Another counter by Spears, rocking Briggs right out here in front of us, and I look around. The Culling is here.
Oh, super kick right on the button. I can't believe Briggs is still vertical. Back
it up, guys. We're in the drop zone. Back it up.
And whoa!
Oh, that is some power from the man of mayhem.
You can say that.
Look out, gentlemen!
Oh, face first!
I told you.
You certainly did. And Briggs heard you. And Briggs right now could be looking. Well, there comes Nico Vance.
There goes Nico Vance. Face full of steel.
And, hey, Jensen. Jensen getting up on the apron. Our official doing his best.
Oh, no, and Izzy with the boot on the outside behind the official's back.
And Shawn Spears.
Ugly inside cradle.
And Spears steals one tonight.
Here is your winner,